As Chris said, skiing and snowboarding have always been about freedom and expression. And who better to underline that than the freestylers? Their wake has changed the mountain and opened the lift lines to a whole new breed of athletes. Celebrating those game changers is what tonight is all about. And now we have a queen to crown for her contribution.
Genia Fuller brought the perfect package of talent to the glory years of professional freestyle skiing. Charisma, creativity, and a radiant smile, and brilliant on-snow versatility rooted in a figure skating background. She arrived without the pedigree of the more established competitors, yet in her first full season in 1974, Genia became the first to win all 4 events, an amazing feat in a sport that was trending towards specialization. She was named Skiing Magazine's Freestyler of the Year, an honor she would win twice more in the next 4 seasons. She also led the effort to bring equal prize money on the women's tour, including a record $90,000 purse from Colgate for the 1975 season. Genia's skiing fame also took her to high visibility roles in several television shows like the Women's Superstars and the ABC special The Lady is a Champ. Her career began at the revered Skating Club of Boston, but the mandatory school figures bored her, leading Genia at age 13 to the slopes of Jericho Hill in Marlborough, Massachusetts. With her technical skills, she placed 3rd out of 300 instructors at a PSIA training clinic. Funding help got her to the 1973 Nationals in Sun Valley, where she won the aerials and finished 3rd in the combined. With that success, she was named to the freestyle director position at Park City West. She was just 18 years old. Genia went on to win more titles than any other skier at that time. She said that being consistent in all 3 events was important to her. She was happy as long as there was a crowd to turn on and music to ski to. She appeared in Willie Bogner's W and in films for Warren Miller and Dick Barrymore. She helped promote skiing by participating in more than 500 ski shows and modeling clothing in glamorous magazines like Vogue. For freestyle skiing, Genia was an ambassador, a role model, and an advocate for sponsors. Her post-competitive career has had much variety too. A country music performer, a retail manager, and now serving as an EMT and training others. She has also returned to skiing and is thrilled to be back. For her incredible talent, enthusiasm for freestyle, and ability to promote skiing, Genia Fuller's story will have a permanent place in our ski and snowboard history as we welcome her as an honored member of the U.S. Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome honored member Genia Fuller, being escorted to the stage by her family with the Medal of Honor being presented by honored member Susie Chaffee. Ladies and gentlemen, Genia Fuller.
That list for Genia includes her daughter, Christiana Cruz, Jim Garrison, her brother, Walter Fuller, childhood friend, Joanna Dale, all here to celebrate. And I'm going to need your help, ladies and gentlemen, because for those of you who know in Genia's life what's happened in the last 36 hours, it's right here in my throat. Genia Fuller, having been elected by representation of the 9 million skiers and snowboarders in America, we hereby bestow upon you in Aspen, Colorado, our country's highest snow sport award, the Medal of Honor, and confer upon you from this day forward, April 9th, 2016, induction into the U.S. Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame, where your accomplishments, girl, will forever be remembered.
Oh boy. Thank you to the Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame for this incredible honor. I was really just thrilled to make the list. I didn't think it would go further. To those of you that don't know, my mom passed away yesterday morning. And I'm so blessed to have my family with me. My daughter, Christiana. My brother, Walter. Joanne Yonker, whose mother is my godmother. And my mom and her mother were kindergarten friends. So it's been a very long friendship for our families. Dale Fry. We moved to a new house when I was 6. And I hear, "Hi, I'm Dale Fry, want to play?" Jim Garrison has been practicing his walk for 5 years. Since 2011, when everyone was gracious enough to realize that the freestylers were a very large group of incredible skiers, incredible people, and really contributed an incredible amount to the ski industry itself. Bernie Weichsel, thank you for bringing us together after so many years. What we found in Sun Valley is that the friendships that we had in the early 70s while we were creating the sport were still quite evident and truly missed over a wide span of years, and we simply picked up where we left off. I'm going to let you go for right now, but thank you to my family for being here and supporting me. Whew. Part of the freestyle skiing world, the first competition I went to was there were local competitions throughout New England, and I didn't care. We didn't have men's and women's group. It was a competition, so I entered. And I actually did pretty well. I beat Rudy Worschen. He was not happy about that. But first I had to learn to ski. And I did learn to ski at little areas in Marlborough Hill, 2 rope toes, 200 vertical feet. We wore out many, many rope toe gloves, skied ourselves blue in the face. I babysat so I could have my lift ticket money. But then I entered a ski instructor clinic up at Killington, Vermont. And in that clinic, the people that were running it were Peter Duke, Stu Campbell, Cal Cantrell, Bear Bryant, Peter Palmer, and I'm sorry if I missed somebody, but these were the people that were running that clinic. These were the people that taught me how to ski and become a good technical skier. Peter Duke is here tonight with his wife, Patty, and I am forever grateful to you. Now, in the process, I kept saying, "Peter, I'm ready to try for certification." He said, "No, Fuller, you're not." I said, "Yes, I am. I'm 18. He goes, "No, Fuller, you're not." Finally, he said, "Okay, Fuller, let's go." So we went, and he worked us hard. He taught us how to be perfect in our side slips, in our stem turns, in our mogul skiing, except we kind of butted heads in the mogul skiing because he would sit there and go, "Fuller, stay on the ground. No air, stay on the ground." Then, when we all came back to Stowe, Vermont for a competition, Peter and Cal and Stu, Dub Maitland, and Peter were up there. And I did the first jump, and I hear, "More air, Fuller." Just saying. But thank you for that technical piece, because without it, I wouldn't have been as successful as I was, because I was a fairly solid technical skier. So thank you, thank you. Another very special person that is here this evening is the doctor that delivered my daughter. Dr. Dave Lounsbury, stand up. In our lives, we have all sorts of different situations that can arise. I didn't have an OBGYN. I was recommended to the practice. So I'm sitting there, pregnant, in my little Johnny. Dr. Dave comes in. "Hi, how are you doing?" And he looks at his clipboard, and he looks at me, He looks at his clipboard. He looks at me and he says, "What was your maiden name?" And I said, "Fuller." And he goes, "Oh my God, I'm an avid skier. I've been following your career forever, and I'm so excited to be delivering your baby." And I'm like, "Oh God." "Thank you, because you did a good job." And I'd say to her, only I can pull that one off. So I'm very, very blessed to have some very special people in my life. But most of all, there are some very special people in this room who made me a better competitor, who made me a better person. We have discovered over the last few years very special friendships. These are the women pioneers of freestyle skiing who made it fun, who made it exciting. We weren't too bad in the looks department. We did commercials. Susie Chaffee did the chapstick commercial. Come on up, Suze. Kathy Brock, Skin So Soft. Marion Post, To Tell the Truth. Joni Tori, Lincoln Termolin. Did I get them all? Yeah. Amazing, amazing woman. Colleen Stewart. Holly DuPont. Pat Doudna. Colleen Stewart. And Karen Coburn, who was one of the rookies back when we were competing hot and heavy. These women, do we have every, come on, run faster. Run faster. There you go. Come on, Duda. These women were exciting. They were athletic. They were fun. They were incredible personalities. And we always got kind of shoved to the background. So I took this opportunity, and I hope you don't mind, to bring them front and center for a change, because what they contributed was amazing. And Marion Post made the list of nominees, and we're going to get her in next year. Marion. Anyway, thank you to the women of freestyle for being the incredible women that they are. I told you earlier that I started at a very small area, but I also have a love for New England because that's where I grew up. I was fortunate enough to ski for Stratton Mountain. Unfortunately, I did get ill that year and missed half a season. And I did have what they call an ectopic pregnancy, so my daughter is kind of my miracle girl. But I missed a half a season, but I was ahead at the point, so I ended up finishing 5th for the year. There were so many people. John Eves, you were instrumental in putting me back on snow and getting me back into shape and being just amazing. Bogner. I was so lucky at 18 to be in Summeritz, filming with Willie Bogner on Diabolezza, and freezing. But boy, did we have fun. I forgot a lot of that stuff we did, but we found 50 million ways to make a W. It was really good. And thank you so much for the wonderful party and sponsoring the table. I can't thank you enough for that. I was so lucky and fortunate to wear Bogner throughout my entire career. But the people of freestyle made me who I am. The women and the guys. We were a family. We had a close bond. We were each other's coaches, mentors, psychologists. We might have needed more of those, but anyway. We were psychologists. We were friends. We traveled in groups. We traveled in buses. We traveled in other methods. Willingham, I think you guys had the equipment. The girls were on the train, and the train took off. Yeah. No. You shoved it through the window. And we took off, and we had the equipment, and you guys were left on the platform. So the freestyle early years, oh, I know, Willingham. You told us you knew exactly where we had to go when we went to Pralou in 1978. We had to leave the States because we couldn't do the aerials at the ski areas at that point. So we were in Europe and Canada, and a group of us traveled. We get to the train station. So Willingham, where are we supposed to go? Well, I know we're supposed to go somewhere down there. And we're like, great, great. Now, Scott and I and Holly had just finished a month-long show at SeaWorld in San Diego. We did SeaWorld. I've done Pier 39 for 4 months, replacing the diving show. Every mall in Southern California. Some that weren't measured correctly, so we had to let the air out of the tires to get the units in. Have you ever tried to be on a carpet, Clendenin? In the fog in San Francisco? It's like you're pitched, and you're not moving. You're not moving. Anyway, I've had so many wonderful experiences. Dry land, on the snow, ski areas. You are awesome. Thank you for your innovations, your advances in technology and guest experiences. And I have to say, Aspen, thank you so much for this week. It has been amazing, amazing. I've gotten to know Tom West much better. I've gotten to know Justin Koski and his wife much better. I am very, very interested in proceeding and being much more involved in the Hall of Fame because it's a terrific institution and has so many possibilities. So thank you for this amazing honor, and thank you to my family and friends for traveling and being here tonight. It meant the world to me. So thank you, and thank you so much. Oh. Hooligan, hooligan.
Ladies and gentlemen, honored member of the U.S. Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame, Genia Fuller.